Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, USC has a new partnership to help students who struggle with on-campus parking. Next, a new bill is proposed to keep drivers' eyes off their phones and on the road. But first, March Madness is headed to Columbia, and we have everything you need to know for the festivities. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello and welcome to this edition of Carolina Insider. I'm Anna King. Our top story today, the bracket is set for March Madness and some of the favorites to win will take their shot at a national championship this week right here in Columbia. The Duke Blue Devils will come to town as the #1 overall seed with freshman sensation Zion Williamson. Williamson is from Spartanburg. Columbia will play host to another #1 seed, the Virginia Cavaliers out of the South region. We'll also be seeing SEC rival Ole Miss, who will take the Big 12 heavyweight Oklahoma. Here with more on this week's events in today's Soda City scene is Eli Brand. Eli?
Thanks, Anna. Columbia plays host to many big events every year, but almost none as anticipated as this one. The NCAA men's basketball tournament begins this Friday, and one of the venues selected by the NCAA to host the first and second rounds is right here at Colonial Life Arena. There will be many events for locals and fans to attend over the weekend, including Fan Fest, open practices for the teams, and of course the games themselves, but one of the biggest impacts will be to local businesses. With the Columbia Region Sports Council estimating that up to $9 million could be made for Columbia area businesses. With many hotels already booked up, it's sure to be a busy weekend. Back to you in the studio, Anna.
Thanks, Eli. Not getting enough basketball? The Lady Gamecocks are going dancing as well. They've earned a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament and will be up against Belmont in the first round on Friday. The games will be played in Charlotte. If they advance from that round, the ladies will also play the next 2 games close to home in Greensboro, North Carolina. In news that's not about sports, according to the South Carolina Department of Insurance, the Palmetto State ranks 7th in the nation in both speeding and careless driving, and regularly comes to the top of the list for driving deaths. As Madison Thiel reports, state lawmakers are working on a bill to keep cell phones out of the hands of drivers.
If you drive on South Carolina roads, chances are you know how deadly they can be. From morning to night, in start and stop traffic, people are always on the go, and often on their phones.
I was looking at my phone while I was driving. I was about to turn, and then there's a friendly little curb right there. So I just automatically just boom, hit the curb, and it just messed up like my axle and a lot of stuff in the car, and it cost a lot of money to fix.
As a young driver, Kobe Smith learned his lesson. He walked away with just scratches on his car, and thankfully, he says, without hurting anyone else.
I recommend not looking at your phone while driving because something dumb like that will happen.
If passed, a new state law could help drivers like Smith make smarter choices. Called the DUI bill, it would require drivers to get cell phones out of their hands and into a safer place. House Bill 3355 is making its way through the legislative process. It would raise fines to $200 for people who break the law.
Maybe it'll make you pay attention and understand that you need to use your phone with a speakerphone or a Bluetooth.
Representative Bill Taylor authorized the bill, and almost 24 other lawmakers have signed on.
If this law were in place, everybody would be safer.
An idea that sounds good to South Carolina drivers who have heard and seen too many accidents caused by small distractions. For Carolina Insider, I'm Madison Thiel.
The bill recently passed favorably out of the committee. For those of you who drive in and around USC's campus, the university has a new program to help you struggling with parking. It's a collaboration with Enterprise Cars to create a new car share program. As of now, there are only 2 cars available for rent in the parking lot behind the Burns building. Coordinators say the program is available to help provide as many options for students to get around campus as possible.
There are some students that don't have cars here on campus, and it really limits their ability to get around Columbia and get all the things they need to do.
Just like with rideshare programs, there's a car share app that you can download on your phone. The cost to sign up is $32, and that money goes towards your first few rentals. Don't forget, parking is about to get even crazier than normal with the basketball tournament in town. So be prepared and don't plan to park anywhere near the arena. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. We'll see you back here Friday.